Okay, so I'm gonna give you my thoughts and whether you should get this figure or not. So overall, just by looks alone, not have to do with anything else but the actual figure itself, including the the head, the Tom Holland head, and if I can get it out, the Spider-Man head. I will say if you're just want it for the figure alone and not for the accessories, just for the figure alone, not these glasses, not the phone that comes with it. Um, what else? Not with the mask that you can put in the person in the hand. Not with the what's it called? Not with the not has to do with the wings, the web wings. Then yes, 100%. This is what like if unless you are not into the uh black and red figure, then yes. If you're not into the black and red figure and you prefer the blue and red figure, to be honest, right now it's gonna be hard to find, especially with a Tom Holland head sculpt. Um, but if you don't care about that and you don't mind it being black and red instead of being blue and red, 100% a great figure to get. 100% guaranteed. Now, if you are also looking at the the accessories, then it's kind of a 50-50 situation. And maybe it's just my experience of how I've had it for the past, I'm just going to put this down, um, a week or so, or at least since Monday, so about 4 days. Um, there are some things that I don't like that I kind of feel like it just needed to be better done, or maybe gives you maybe it should have at least a video tutorial on how to actually do it, because let's see. Okay, so for example, the wings. I myself tried to put the wings on, and I was able to put it in between the legs. That wasn't actually the problem. It took me a couple minutes, but I figured it out. The problem was the ones that are underneath this part right here. They aren't like where the armpits are, uh, or the legs, so you can have it spread out. So like here, I'll just show you with one arm. So it's pretty much supposed to be like this, and it's supposed to be in here, but I couldn't figure out how to put it in there. I mean, there you could clearly see if uh, you can if you get yourself on the certain sides there are these metal let's just say metal things, just to be easier, that lets you know what side goes where. But the problem is the fact that it does not stay. Now, if in the manual it actually showed you where the magnetic parts are, I feel like that would be a lot easier for me, and I feel a lot easier for the people that actually get this figure. So that's just my opinion and my opinion alone. Now, there is another thing that I don't like, and maybe it's just because I haven't figured it out. I don't know, but there's these things that are attached to his wrist that try to make it look like the web is just about to come out of the web shooter, and that's another thing I'm a little bit annoyed about, just because just by the manual alone, it says that it doesn't need to be, you don't need to take the hand off to actually get it on, but I've tried with it on and without it on, and both don't work. So unless I'm just not putting enough pressure on it, then I don't know. But yeah, I do love the hands. That's one thing I do love, the hands. And another thing that I love, that I'm glad it wasn't defective, because I've had at this point two figures that were defective, in the sense of the wrist joints when you're taking off the hand to put on another hand, and there's these little things that let you be able to put it on and put it off. Now, if they had them for every single hand, and you could just take it off and put it in the container that it comes with, and then put the other hand on, then to be honest, I'd be fine with that. Like, I think that'd be awesome. But that's not how it works. And the problem with it is that sometimes it doesn't work. So one that I had problems with was Deadpool 2, the Dusty version. I still to this day have problems with it, and they send me a whole new uh without the head figure, like the body of the figure, with a fist, and I still have problems with it, to be honest. But you know what? It's like, it is what it is. And then I think the other figure that I had problems with was I believe it was Star Lord, and I forget whether it was just the wrist thing or the head thing also, or whether it was just the head thing or whether it was the wrist thing also. But with the Star Lord helmet sculpt, I can't get it on. I don't know if it's because I have a defective head neck thing that connects it to the actual body itself, or whether it's the body itself, but it just doesn't work, and I can't figure out how to put it on. Maybe I'm just not putting it on correctly. Maybe it's just not supposed to be able to move like this head, like being able to move it side to side, and it's just supposed to be like straight. Maybe that's what it is. And if that's the case, then I figured it out on day one and it's fine. I don't know, but that's how it is. So yeah, going back to this figure, I do love the phone. I actually like. Damn it! I thought I had this. Sorry, I just want to get rid of this. Okay, so. Okay, see this right here? I love this. I love how, if you actually look, you can see a red and green lines right here, which is supposed to be like text from one and the other. So I feel like, well, one, there is no actual text on here, so there's that. I feel like the red, I feel like, has to be Spider-Man, aka Peter Parker, and then the green has to be something else. One thing I also like also about this figure, even though to be honest, they didn't really need to do it, but it's something that I feel like is kind of a cool thing. I will say, I think it would be cooler if you could actually put it on the Tom Holland head sculpt. I think that would have been like a one little extra coolness factor to it, because you could have the already head sculpt of the Spider-Man and then the one of Tom Holland, and then you could just put it on this head. So if you wanted to do like make videos of him like slowly putting it on and slowly taking it off, and then making videos of him running around and stuff like that, I think that would be cool. But I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, you can actually, you can actually hold it in one of the hands. I believe it's the same hand that you would use for holding the phone. So there's that. Sorry, I just gotta click that. Okay, so one thing I will warn you about, and the manual will warn you about, is be careful when you're putting on the glasses. Do not try to do your best not to touch the actual like plastic glass part, because I think these break easily. So when you're putting it on and taking it off, try to touch the sides, like the thing that goes around the ear. This did take a couple of minutes to put on, but overall, it wasn't that bad. Right now, to be honest, I'm trying to decide when I finish with it what head version I should have. Whether it is this Spider-Man or this Tom Holland's head sculpt, with or without the glasses. That is the part that I'm actually having trouble with as of right now, trying to figure it out. One thing that I will say that I don't have in the video, or not going to have in this video, but I'm pretty sure I put in the past video, is the stand and what comes with the stand, the mini drone. I feel like if you have the handmade suit, the handmade suit, that's, even though technically it's from Homecoming, but because it was Far From Home, they just made it as a Far From Home version, just an updated version to it, which actually comes with a more realistic size drone, which I kind of feel like they should have just done, because they do have, and I don't know if they still have it on Sideshow Collectibles. You'd have to look it up yourself. I believe it's about $100, or just over $100, depending on where you live. I think for Canadians it's a little over $100. Americans probably a little bit cheaper. I don't know if they still sell it or not, but they come with, I believe, one regular size that comes with a homemade suit, and then two smaller ones which come with, the same size comes with the homemade, the upgraded version. So there's that. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out where to put all these figures, because right now, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I have 18 figures that I either got from Sideshow Collectibles or CMD store. It's either store or stores.ca. There is an American version, .com, but if you live in Canada, I would say 100% go with .ca, just because you don't have to pay duty tax, which is something you don't want to do. And that's the same with if you live in America, you don't want to go with the .ca, because then you'll have to, same thing. So if you live in Canada, just put .ca instead of .com. If you live in America, put .com instead of .ca. Other than that, I don't know if they have it in other parts of the world, but I just know they have it in America and Canada. The one in Canada I know is in Montreal, or Quebec area, and I don't know where the other one is, because I've never ordered anything from there. So yeah, I do like the box, which I'll quickly show, because I kind of skipped that part, but I like this box. I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty much the exact same as the homemade suit. The only difference is that that's really it. The picture of Spider-Man, instead of it being this, it's the homemade suit. That's the only difference. So yeah. So yeah, if I had to rank it out of 10, I would say giving it overall, including accessories and stuff like that, just from my experience alone, I would probably give it probably about 8.5 or 9, around there, just because, like I said, there are things that can improve, or that they should have improved on, or they should have at least done a better job of explaining it to people like myself, or people in general. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not Sideshow Collectibles' fault, because this is a Hot Toys figure, which is coming from China, so it's Hot Toys, but like I kind of figure, I feel like Sideshow is a big deal, and they're distributing Hot Toys' toys or figures, so I kind of feel like they should be like, hey, can you do this? So then the people over here can have a better idea of things. So, anyways, so yeah, like I said, I give it around 8.5 out of 9. Like I said at the beginning of this video, which I can't believe I'm already gone close to 17 minutes now. If you're just getting it for the figure alone, and I'm also talking about the head sculpt of Tom Holland, 100% get it, 100%. If you're getting it for the figure plus the accessories, I would say it's a 50-50 situation, especially because of the price of it. I'm not saying the price isn't worth it. I'm just saying if you can't afford it, save up. I don't know how long this will last. I know that they're still doing pre-orders for this. So, and keep in mind that I ordered this last year. So, I think I ordered this around August of last year, and it was supposed to come between October and December of last year, and I got it at the, today is the 7th, I think. Yeah, let's just say the 7th. And so 7, 6, 5. So I would say the 3rd. So I got it on the 3rd. So I think I got it on the 3rd, either the 3rd or 2nd. It was either Sunday or Monday. Anyways, so yeah, let's just say I got on in May. So October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Pretty much 7 months, a little over 7 months, just for this figure. And I'm still waiting for Captain America from Avengers Endgame, and I'm still waiting for Hulk from Avengers Endgame. And now I'm waiting for Loki from Avengers Endgame, because that just came out. And to be honest, I don't expect to get that until probably, if I'm lucky, October. And I'm talking about the Loki one. And with the Miles Morales, which I believe doesn't come out for another month, I think. Even then, I feel like that I probably won't get until like December. That's why I'm started to order these things a year in advance, even though I really don't want to, just because of the fact that I don't really like doing that type of way. But I kind of feel like, what if these sold out and stuff? So, anyways. This is it for me, going close to 20 minutes. So whenever you watch this, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and see you all next time. Bye.